Camera angles can also be important in the similar concept of you want it to look the best for you. So in the top left, you can see the angle is both too low because it's pointing up, and looking at someone's nose and creating the shadow of a double chin is never ideal in a video. On the contrast, the bottom left is just plain creepy. Having a camera that's too high to occasionally look up at it just looks like I'm giving it the Nicolas Cage look. The top right, similar example. It's a little bit higher, but it's also off to one side. So I've mounted the camera on the side of the monitor, or it's on a desk next to me. So it's kind of pointing at an angle. And again, it doesn't feel like you are talking to the camera. It feels more like you are talking to the side of a wall in contrast to the camera's perspective. The bottom right is ideal. That's what I'm rocking right now. Having it at eye level in front of you means that you're staring directly at it. A few things to consider. One is that the lighting is not ideal when it's behind you. So in most of these examples, and particularly the top left, you can see that the light of this room is behind me, and it creates a bit of a blinding light for the camera. It creates a bit of a halo effect around me, and then on your front, it creates a bit of that double chin and the shadow under your face. So ideally, you want the light side on, and if you're going really elite, you want it from both sides so that you don't create a shadow behind you, or you can just use a lamp that's bouncing off a wall so it doesn't have too much of a brightness. Another thing to consider is the reflections. So you don't want anything that's too reflective behind you so that it reflects in and you see the back of your head, and you don't want anything that the light is going to shine back off of and create an effect in the camera. Thirdly, make sure you check your background. So in this video, you've probably noticed a few unusual objects in my background so far, but this is not what you want. You don't want to be doing all this effort and do a great recording only to realize later on that there's something inappropriate or there's something that you just didn't want to share that's hiding in the background.